Hello Cancers and welcome back to the channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. I'm here to bring you a quick general reading for December. So it's good to see all of you. I have taken some time off between last month and this month, so haven't been very active. Just needed some time to sort of recharge the soul batteries. But I'm glad to see all of you, glad to be here, glad to do some readings for you all. So it is December, the tail end of December, the 21st is the date for today. Tomorrow is the autumnal equinox, so happy fall. I'm very excited about that. And today we enter Libra season. Last week we had a beautiful new moon in Virgo. That was a super new moon, so very powerful energy. That was Thursday the 17th, and it was a really good day to set intentions and to really think about what's going to happen the next few months and what it is that you're trying to call in, and which direction you want to take your life in. All right. Okay, Cancers, let's go ahead and check in with the singing bowl and just clear our energy. All right, here we go. Very nice. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So, Cancers, let us check in with the Goddess of the Moon Oracle. Get some lunar energy going on. This will also give us a theme card for your reading. See how Amber has been treating all of you all. Ooh, darkness. Okay, this is definitely new moon energy. Some new beginnings for many of you. I'm very excited about this. This is really good. This is really good. So out of the darkness comes the light, and usually out of the darkness is where we emerge with clarity and hope and renewed energy. So I get the sense that some of you have gone through a significant tower moment within the past few months or so. Many of us have. Yes, the summer was a big had a big cleansing effect with the eclipses and the Lion's Gate. There was just a lot going on this summer, energetically speaking. Just a lot that took place with closing down our karmic timelines, and all of us, are seeing situations come to its natural conclusion. We're allowing people to flow out of our lives to allow new people to flow into our lives. So this is a very transitory, transitional energy. And I feel like right now something has ended and you're sort of in that in-between space. It's a transitional energy so that way you can emerge with clarity into the light with a renewed sense of hope, purpose, love, abundance, happiness, all that. But you have to go through the darkness first. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. So it's very exciting. And we're kind of like that right now with the seasons. We're coming out of the summer months, going into the fall season. So it's starting to get darker, colder. The days are going to start shortening up here after tomorrow. So yeah, moving into a quieter, slower, more introspective period. All right. Okay. So Cancers, let's check in with some tarot. This is the Muse Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and do a Celtic card spread for you all. Just take me, it's going to take me a moment. Just give me a sec. I need a bunch of cards for this. But while I'm shuffling, I hope you all had a lovely summer. I hope the summer months were fun and rejuvenating, and that you were able to maybe get out and, do something maybe away from home, within the social distancing, practices, but, maybe go to the beach or up to the mountains or something, spend some time at the lake, things like that. I know a lot of people, their vacation plans are a bit different this year. A lot of nature hikes, and a lot of time in nature, which is great. So anyway, all that is wonderful for the soul, wonderful for spirit, wonderful for connecting and strengthening your spiritual connection between your subconscious self and spirit. So yeah, 20 had that effect. Ooh, you got a bonus card. Have that effect of a tower moment. You know, all of us went through that, and there was no escaping that energy. We're all different people for the experiences that we have experienced in. We're stronger, wiser. We're cracked open. We're awake or awakening. Lots going on. Lots going on. 20 was definitely a change agent type energy, and it was divinely guided. It was meant to wake us up and to shake us up and to move us out of our comfort zone into a new way of being, a new way of living, a new way of interacting with one another, and just a new way of conducting business. There's a lot of good things that came out of it, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of good technological advances to be made, and, you know, modernization projects, things like that. So, you know, what looked chaotic and scary and frustrating and fearful, there are some really good things that are coming out of it. And it is a massive tower moment for each and every one of us. All right, so let's get started. So where are we at? Okay, Cancer, let's check in with the bottom of the deck. Yeah, 8 of Emotions reversed. Definitely walking away from something that no longer serves you. What I like about this card and looking at the Darkness card with your Oracle is I feel like this is 2 new moons. You know, darkness is being represented, you know, in both images. So a sense of renewal, right? Maybe a sense of confusion, a bit of uncertainty, but overall, it's a good thing. You're moving away from old energy, from old situations that have come to its natural conclusion, and it's time to move forward with renewed hope, with renewed inspiration. There'll be a bit of trepidation going on because of the darkness, but trust in the universe. The universe has your back, okay? So central to your reading, wow, the star. Yes, this could be Aquarius energy, but the star represents a healing and a blessing from the universe. The universe is letting you know that they have heard your prayers, they are hearing your prayers, Cancer, and they are helping you move through this period of darkness. Crossing you is the 10 of Inspiration. Yes, you are, and it's coming in reverse, so you are releasing stress, burdens, anything that's weighing you down. This is equivalent to the 10 of Wands card in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So yeah, there is a release. This is a completion. This is an ending coupled with a blessing. So yeah, I like that for you all. Foundational to your reading is the 7 of Voices reversed. This is the equivalent to the 7 of Swords card. So I get the sense that you're releasing things that could have been deceitful, or there was a struggle, there was a sense of unfaithfulness popped into mind's eye, distrust, lies. And when I say lies, it's perhaps fabrications, an energy of distrust, of bending the truth, being untruthful, being unfaithful. So there's that. There's also an energy of strategic planning. Now that you've released an energy that was burdensome, and you could be releasing something or someone who was not true to you. This could also be you strategically planning your next move, you know, how you're going to navigate your way out of the darkness. I do get this sense, Cancer, that this is definitely an ending of a karmic situation. It could be a divorce, it could be a long-term relationship. But this person or this situation was not honest. So there's a lot of dishonesty here, right? Truths were kept from you, secrets were kept, and I feel like that came to the surface now, and it's time for you to say, okay, we've ran its course, this relationship has ran its course, we've come to the natural conclusion, and it's time to part ways, which is great because now you're healing, you're receiving a healing and a blessing from the universe right now, letting you know that all will be well. So the energy around you is very nurturing and healing for you, which I like. And your recent past, Queen of Emotions. This is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Water energy in your recent past. So perhaps Cancer, this is you guys dealing with another water sign, perhaps another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could also be you working with a healer or an energy worker. because there is the energy, there's healing energy around you, which also brings about hope and inspiration and spiritual growth and guidance. But I also get the sense that this could be you stepping into your truth, stepping into your true power as the Queen of Cups, and making that release, being the person to choose separating and disconnecting from the union. I do feel like you stepped into your power and you made that executive decision to walk away for your best self, for your highest interest. Even though it wasn't the easiest decision, but you did it for you. And I feel like overall it's a good thing, but you still have some doubts about it, because in your mind's eye is the of material reversed. So this is the Ten of Pentacles reversed. So you are feeling lost. You are feeling a bit unsuccessful. This could represent unhappiness, instability within the home. Watch your finances, watch your spending. I get the sense that some of you be moving, maybe moving into an apartment or a house. So there's just a lot of expenses that go with that, the deposits, if you're buying a house, it's the down payment, you're paying for an inspection, the closing costs, all that. So I feel like right now you're spending a lot of money in order to set up your new life. But this is all stuff that's going to pay you back, right? Because property is an investment. It's just a little bit expensive up front. This could also be representing rebalancing of finances. So those of you who were living together, maybe you're in a dual financial situation where you both split the bills, and now you're solely responsible for all the bills each month, mortgage or rent, utilities, gas, food, things like that. So I feel like your finances are being restructured, but this is a good thing. This is a good thing. It's a healing energy. You're getting your footing. You're on your path. And I feel like you're getting in touch with your inner self to remind yourself of all the gifts that you have, all your worthiness, all the wonderful attributes of your personality that you have to offer your friends, family, the universe, the world, right? So there's a lot you have to offer. So I do feel like you'd be turning a little bit within. Again, this is a transitional period, right? This does feel a bit murky and a bit dark, like you're not too sure how this is going to play out, or if you made the right decision. But Cancer, you made the right decision. You did. You just have to go through the darkness in order to emerge through the light, right? And this is what's going on right now. So you'd be having a bit of self-doubt, doubting the situation, doubting that you made the right decision, but you did. You did. In your future, you have the Hanged Muse, which is the Hanged Man. This is Pisces energy. So I get the sense, Cancer, that you're really just taking a different approach to life. You're going to approach things differently. Step out of your norm, step out of your comfort zone. And I think you're recognizing the patterns that led you to this situation. I think you might realize that you're dating the same type of person and you're ending up with the same type of results, right? So I feel like this change is bringing about the mental clarity that you need in order to look at the situation from a different perspective and look at your life from a different perspective, because that's what's going to help bring in new opportunities. That's going to help open your mind to new possibilities, new energy, new people, things that you didn't think were possible. So keep an open mind. Take some time to sort of hang out and chill in this energy. Get your footing. Allow the energy to settle. And, honestly, count your blessings. You really are blessed, and you have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. You may not feel like it, given, that this is a massive transitory situation for you, but it's going to yield a lot of good things for you. Okay, Cancer? So your energy, Three of Materials reversed. So solitude. This is the Three of Pentacles reversed. So not really seeking a lot of help from outsiders, turning within, wanting to do things on your own. But yeah, this is you again, taking time out to just do some self-exploration, because your environment is the Four of Inspiration reversed, which is the Four of Wands. So This represents hearth and home. When it's coming in reverse, this is you coming home to self. Usually with the Four of Wands upright, it's a very happy, celebratory card. It could represent birthdays, weddings, engagements, parties, but it could also represent a stable environment, a stable foundation, and even home renovations. But since it's coming in reverse, that's coming home to self. Reintroducing yourself to who you are, getting to know yourself again. Because usually when we come out of a long-term commitment, either a marriage or a relationship that lasted several years, our personalities tend to mesh and blend with our partner. We start to lose the essence of ourselves. We start to give that up because you come into a union with that person. So some of their personality blends with yours, some of yours starts to blend with them, and you kind of forget like who you were as an individual. You know, that person starts to take, a backseat and they start to fade into the background. But now this is a time of self-discovery for you, Cancer. It's time for you to reacquaint yourself with who you are now. And the best way to do that is to get in touch with your inner child. Go back to your childhood and just reflect on the happy things that you used to dream about. Listen to music that used to make you smile as a kid, or watch your favorite movies from back in the day when you were a teenager. Things like that, and just sort of reflect on what it was that you dreamed your life was going to look like as an adult. Are you close to that? Have you veered off course? Where are you on that? So those are great ways to tap into your inner child and to get to know you again. Get in touch with that essence that is buried deep down inside, all right? Because that's what's going to help open you up, and that's what's going to give you the motivation and the inspiration to dream and create a beautiful new life for yourself. The sky's the limit. All you have to do is ask, and the universe will deliver, okay? So in your hopes and fears section, the 9 of inspiration, this is the 9 of wands reversed. Yeah, this is usually the card of perseverance and personal courage. It's the test of faith card. When it's coming in reverse, this is an energy of wanting to give up, but don't. You're so close to an ending. So the 9 of wands gives rise to the 10 of wands, which is releasing the burdens. So you're almost there. This is almost done for you, Cancer. So stay the course, stay true to yourself, line up with your soul energy, line up with spirit. You're not feeling very social, which is okay, but turn within. Make sure you're journaling, write down your feelings, write down what inspires you, write down what your fears are and why those are fears. Understand what is at the core of that fear. That'll help move you out of this dark energy, out of this heavy, low vibrational energy, and will give you the clarity and the wisdom that you need to move forward. Because what this is a karmic situation that's ending. And the idea is for you to learn the lessons that situation, that person, or whatever it was taught you, so that way you can transmute that pain into wisdom, and you'll start to recognize how and where to make the changes in your life. So that way you're not repeating karmic situations, karmic patterns, things like that. Because I think you're coming to the realization with this Hanged Man of what it is that you've been doing, throughout the years. And I think you're seeing areas where you can make tweaks and changes, all right? So just flow with it. Don't give up. The universe really is here supporting you. Again, central to your reading is the Star card. This is the blessing. This is blessings from the universe. So you're being divinely guided right now. Trust the process. Allow the energy to flow out with grace and love, and just prepare to get into the receiving mode, because life's going to get very good for you. All right. So your outcome is the Hierophant reversed. So yeah, this is bucking conventionality. This is the card of conservatism, of structure, of old ways of doing things, establishment. But when it's reversed, it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Been there, done that. I'm no longer subscribing to the dogma or that philosophy of thought. Here's what's going to work for me here. Here's the truth, and here's where I'm going to make the changes. So this is you just saying, okay, I'm doing this on my own. I'm figuring things out as I go. We're making big changes in how we approach life, right? So this could even be a change in faith, a change in ethics. This could be a change in your moral compass. It's something spiritual down at the soul level. You're having an awakening, all right? And I think you're realizing that way of life is over and that process no longer serves you. And it's time to shake things up and do things in a different way. Because the next card that came out, you had 2 cards come out. So you have the Knight of Inspiration as well, which is the Knight of Wands in reverse. When the Knight of Wands in reverse comes in, this is spiritual energy, spiritual enlightenment. This is turning within to really connect with spirit. This is listening to your intuition. This is returning to a spiritual practice. Some of you could take up meditation. You know, maybe you're putting on some music, some high vibrational music to sort of calm the mind down and to sort of change the energy in your environment. Maybe you're lighting some incense, some Palo Santo. Maybe you're saging your house, which is a great way to cleanse the energy and increase the vibrational energy in your surroundings. I get the sense that you're just really creating sacred space around you. A healing energy around you, almost like a healing cocoon to support you. And spirit is doing that energetically with you. Your spirit team is around you. Your spirit guides are around you. And they're enclosing you in this protective energy of light and love to help you heal the wounds of this karmic situation and to prepare you for what's coming up next. Okay, Cancer? Wow, this is an amazing, amazing read. I think I want to pull from the Journey of Love for you, but I think first we're going to pull from Work Your Light. Sorry, I just kind of blanked out on these oracles. But since we're having such a spiritual conversation right now, these are the perfect cards to follow up our discussion. So you have 2 cards that popped out. You have the Keepers of the Earth. And the message here is, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Oh, God. Gorgeous card, Cancer. I love that. Your spirit guides are definitely around you. We talked about that. I picked up the energy. They are protecting you and loving you and just surrounding you in this old ancient wisdom, this spiritual protection. I'm hearing your grandmother's prayers are protecting you. And this is not your grandmother per se, but grandmothers of grandmothers of grandmothers. Their prayers are still protecting you today. Okay? Yeah, that is beautiful. And then next you have the Council of Light in reversed. And this is divine orchestration and helpers in the subtle realms. Coming in reverse, I'm going to show it to you upright. Yeah. So I get the sense the reason why it's coming in reverse is because perhaps you're not quite connected. You're not quite in alignment to receive the psychic downloads. All right. Cancers, you all are water signs. You're highly intuitive. And yeah, when you're stressed out and anxious, that's where you're going to block the signs, the symbols, the messages from coming in from spirit. But it's time to open up your chakras, get into alignment. I'm seeing this as a chakra system. And it's time to open those up, get into alignment, and to release anything that no longer serves you. And just surrender and trust that the universe has your back, because they do. And we're seeing it here with the Keepers of the Earth. All right, so let us move to... No, I feel like the archangels have a message for you. Let me just grab these. Yeah, let's pull from the archangels. Are we on time? Good. Ooh, yes. So this is from Archangel Shamuel, career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Interesting. That could also explain why we talked about money and why there was money concerns in your mind's eye. We talked about a new budget. We talked about a transition. I got the sense that there was something that was released, maybe a divorce or a breakup, and now the financial burden is solely on you. Perhaps you left a dual income situation, and now it's just your income. Perhaps you moved away for this career transition, but there's something here for you, okay? And it's gonna yield dividends. I think it may actually be a pay cut, but soulfully and personally, that's gonna be the payoff. It's gonna be something that's gonna spark your inner passion. That's gonna make you smile at the soul level, because this is a blessed career change. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So you'd be going from something, again, that was a bit more lucrative in money, but be not as fulfilling at the soul level. And you're taking that leap because it's also going to bring that change of perspective. There is a big shift going on. And that'd be why you're going through this period of darkness, because it's a massive transition. But it's all gonna work itself out. You're divinely guided. Your spiritual ancestors are around you. Spirit has your back. Central to your reading is the Star card. Blessings. Trust. Trust, 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 and surrender, and just sit back and receive the gifts that the universe is going to bestow upon you. Let's go ahead and pull from the Nature's Whispers card and see if there's anything here coming out. For Cancer. You have 2. So bountiful harvest and clear out the old. Yes, we talked about that. So bountiful harvest and clearing out the old. Yes. Beautiful reading, beautiful energy. Lots of good things for you are on the horizon. You did have to clear the decks. There was something that had to be moved out of the way so that way something new can emerge, and it's going to bring abundance. It's going to yield a harvest for you. All right, beautiful gifts, happiness, love, prosperity. It's all there for you. Okay, Cancers, that's all I have for you. Please like this video. If it resonated, comment below. Check out our website, awakenhealings.org, if you want to work with me further. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Love you all. Bye.